So we're going to look at what foods go into what pot, and that is going to be the determining factor to what stove you're going to buy. Now, if you're new to hiking, trekking, wild camping, weekend camper, fell walking, this is going to be right up your street. We'll have a look at the means to heat the food with, what food I'm going to put in here. This is 500ml pot. It's not very big. It could certainly heat water. I could certainly do a dehydrated food with it, but it's not what this particular one is for. Fold out handles, homemade lid. It's the 𝐺𝐸. Now for me, a little micro stove like that and a can of gas. Mostly I use this for pastas, and then I can use it for the oatmeal, your porridge in the mornings. Now there is a lid for this, I just haven't bought it with me. I could use that other lid, but it wouldn't be lightweight. Why should it be lightweight at all? Because some people like lightweight trekking. So a titanium spork, a titanium 500ml pot, all lightweight, and the lightest weight stove I could make is this. However, the fuel for it is not light because it's liquid. I'm not putting pasta in this one. This is just a water boiling container. If you're using titanium, never put food straight into it. So remember, things like pastas and things where food is touching the bottom of your cup, stainless steel, titanium, it's just a water boiler. Which brings us to the food. Let's have a look what I have in here. This is dehydrated food. I did it myself, I bought a dehydrator. This is chicken, tikka and rice. The way I like to do it is one of them coffee bags that has the metallic silver on the inside, the mylar or whatever material that is. Cut open the contents, put them in the bag, boil the water, put it in the bag, and this is sealable. So now I wait a few minutes, and although that is good enough because it's silver reflective, I built a bubble sleeve also, and as you can see it's a lot more compact, so that goes with that. You only need a lightweight titanium pot if you are doing dehydrated foods. So that's with that. What would I do with that? As we've discussed, we've got a pasta. I can put a soup with that pasta, and my porridge oats, and that is the kind of stove I would have for that. So it's all to do with the type of food, your pot and your stove, rather than having a preference for a stove. The next one I'm coming to is a skillet pan. This is by Jetboil. That will also do bacon, sausage, egg, the kind of real cooking I like. Throw a steak in that, tomatoes, mushrooms, asparagus. In the morning, do your breakfast in it, do my lunch in it. I could actually only rely on that if I wanted. Another option there. Same kind of idea as the skillet is the canteen. chunky chicken and vegetable soup. Lie that flat into there, cover it with water, bring it to a boil. That's boiling the bag cooking, which brings me to the next stove, the jetboil. Inside I have a coffee making kit, the stove for it, so everything travels inside, the fuel for it, and just like that there, it performs the same task. So I can take my soup or my beans or whatever I'm having from the British Army ration pack, put it into the flash like that. You can see it is the right size, half fill, stove on, heat up 6-7 minutes, and it is designed for ration pack food. I couldn't do a ration pack in a titanium pot because that is not what it's for. This, although I can use this for ration pack cooking, the skillet, I can do everything with this. This one is also a jetboil, but it's a lot bigger than the flash. It's still a litre, so why would I want to use something like that? Real food. So I can stop off at a shop, tin of curry or chili con carne, a rice, like that, and that is big enough to cook that. I can open the tin, put it in, cook straight on the bottom, so the food is touching the actual pan, which you can't do with the titanium. It's much bigger than this one here, which I use just for pastas. So this can do breakfast, lunch and evening meal, but it won't do a fry up. Can't fry sausage, bacon and egg in there. But this is the bag I might consider for one of the setups. Good all-rounder, but won't do a fry up. But that's a sleeve for that, or a pouch. This one here is going to be great for my skillet. I already have a windshield. Now this did come in a velvet bag, but this, putting it in a Ziploc bag, reduces friction. I have room left over in there for a fold-up drinks cup and a brew set, a spork. Just need to pop a stove in there. So what kind of stove could I put in that? I could put my Cat-Wicking stove that runs on alcohol or methylated spirits. This is one I'm going to use now, get a brew on. So I'll use my water boiler, cum cup, titanium. There you go, that is bloomed, which is why I like these homemade stoves a lot better than Trangia stoves. No bloom time. So rather than dig in the pack and dig myself a lid out, I'm just going to leave it like that. There I am at a full boil. Have some 3-in-1 here, which is sweetener, coffee and creamer. So if you are new to kind of camping or trekking, you can now decide for yourself before you go out and buy, what style of cooking are you going to do? Are you going to stop off at a shop and get raw ingredients? Are you going to stop off at a shop and get pre-cooked in a tin? Are you going to go onto an auction site and buy a crate of pre-cooked ration packs? Are you going to buy a dehydrator and dehydrate all your foods you like and aim to go lightweight? Are you going to be the kind of person who has porridge oats in the cupboard and pastas and would kind of like to keep it simple like that? So now you've seen a stove for each of them and the pot for each of them. So until next time, take care of yourself and I'll see you out there. Happy trails.